But we open gifts on the 25th, man. Hey
In
man,
the
what you
morning,
what you what you been what you think about this whole fuck the streets movement? Niggas is mad. Niggas is saying fuck the streets, man. You been seeing all that shit.
yeah, I've been saying it. I think it's goofy. I think it's some goofy shit.
You think it's goofy that niggas is saying fuck the streets, or you think it's goofy that niggas is like defending the streets?
I think it's goofy that niggas is saying fuck the streets, and I think it's because of the niggas that I seen, the niggas that's saying it. It's like how you gonna say fuck the streets when you benefited from it? Of course, it got its trials and tribulations. That shit like a relationship with a woman, nigga. Yeah, she might be bullshit. She might talk too much. She might say shit you don't like. But at the end of the day, if she holding the house down and playing her part as a woman, you know what I mean? What you gonna say, fuck your woman too? Because of some little shit you don't like? Nigga
So,
saying fuck the streets is like, nigga, when you think of hip hop, so that's where it's coming from. It's coming from hip hop. You think of hip
mm,
hop, like, how could a nigga say fuck the streets that they got rich off of rapping about the streets? The very thing that you're saying fuck, would you be you if you didn't have those atrocities to rap about?
I mean, that's like okay. Is that okay? What if you get a reporter, right? What if you get a reporter that's reporting about war? He's reporting about the wars and shit like that, and that's what he get famous off of. That's what he get rich off of. That's what he get famous off of. You saying that he should love war because he reporting about what's going on out there? You saying that he should love war?
I think that's the difference. I think the difference within it is you can it's like kind of like this. Like you could study something and report on it, but that don't mean you live in it.
Okay, well, let's say you was in the military. Let's say you was in the military, and and that's what you were. You was in the military, and that's where you became rich. However, you'd have climbed up the ranks and all type of shit. Now that's what you are. That's how you support your family and all type of shit like that. Um, and you get to telling war stories. You get to telling war stories, and that's how you got famous and whatnot. Do you feel that that individual that he should love war because he been in war and he came from war, and without
It's
war he wouldn't be who he is?
it's not about loving it though. It's about respecting. It's about respecting certain elements that you can find a yin and a yang to. You know what I mean? Of course, you're gonna have your bad memories of it, but if it also, but if you shedding light on what you went through creates wealth for you, you shouldn't be saying fuck it. I don't think so.
Um, I mean, like I say, I feel like that's a surface way to look at it. You know what I mean? When you look at the term, when we tend to use the term street, he a street nigga. It's never on no positive note. Nigga don't be like, oh, he going to get a job. He a real street nigga. Or, oh, he take care of his kids. He a real street nigga. Like that's never the thought when you talk about the streets. It's never connected to nothing positive. You'll be like, oh, this nigga, he keep a blower on him. He a real street nigga. Oh, this nigga get off on you. This nigga's a street nigga. It comes with a negative connotation. I think that niggas are trying to romanticize it. Niggas is trying to romanticize it because for whatever reason. For whatever reason it may be. I completely understand when niggas is saying fuck the street because it's fuck a mind state. You know what I mean? It's like when I was having this conversation, I remember I was having this conversation with my uncle, and he was saying, should nobody call the police? Nigga, should nobody call the police, my nigga? And I'm like, so what about that old lady that get robbed? That old lady that get burglarized and whatnot? What about her? He like, nigga, keep it in the street. Nigga, that ain't how we handle it in the street. That ain't how we handle it in the street. Nigga, that's some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. So I think that the streets have always been attached to negativity. But now that somebody has actually came out and said, man, fuck the streets, and said it out loud. You feel me? Because we didn't have these conversations, and you done said it to me. We didn't, we done said this shit. So, but I think for it to just be, I think niggas is romanticizing it, man, and trying to defend something that, you feel me, trying to defend something that's not really worth defending. Like, what are we defending? You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Like the
for
rose that,
me,
like, it's like the rose that grew from the concrete. Like, are we defending the concrete because it made the rose harder to grow out of? You feel me? Is I
I
don't
mean,
I don't get what we defending.
I get it. I can see it that way. That's a way to look at it. But I also see it like if I can compare it to something, right? I'll compare it to what you know, and not to go off subject, but kind of like what Earl Spence just said about Terrence Crawford recently. Um, if something is tainted, let's address it while it's tainted. Let's not wait till we used it up and then complain about it and close the door for whoever coming behind us. So basically, what I'm saying is this: like I know, Terrence Crawford was praising the WBC when he needed it for legacy. Once he completed legacy, now all of a sudden it's fuck the WBC. I don't need him. Cool, that's all right. Don't shit on it though, because now you a figure. And
Mm-hmm.
it might be fighters coming behind you that still need that. So that's cool if you want to feel like that, but don't put that on it publicly because somebody coming behind you might still need that. I feel the same way. Like if a nigga that made millions off of rapping about street shit and he's accumulated generational wealth, it's easy for you to say fuck the streets. You don't need it no more. You really can. You don't got to drop no more albums, and you richer than the average motherfucker in America. You above the poverty rate for sure. Your grandkids will be above the poverty rate probably. So when you say fuck the streets, what about the nigga coming behind you that's still pushing that same line that's trying to accomplish what you accomplished? It's I look at it like that. Like nigga, it was cool when it was beneficial, but then once you accomplish what you accomplish, it's fuck the streets. Well, what about who coming behind you?
I mean, for the people that's coming behind you, it should be fuck the streets for them as well. I mean, look, this is the thing. I hear what you saying, but like I'm saying, like I say, I think niggas is romanticizing. Who the fuck needs the streets? Look, I'm not famous. I'm not rich. I'm not none of that. I don't utilize the streets to take care of my kids. It's not nothing. I'm a nigga that's in the streets that's saying fuck the streets, bro. Like that. What this shit had? What has this shit done for me and my family? I'm really in this shit. Really in this shit, and I've really seen the worst of this shit. Where I would look like a fool being in love with this shit. I would look like
No,
a damn fool being
I
in
think
being
that's
in
a
love with
different
this shit.
conversation though. I think that's a different
But no,
conversation
no,
though
no.
because
But
it's
no,
not
no,
it's
no. That's not.
pe-
Go
people that
ahead.
come from the people that come from the trenches who have not obtained mass wealth. They are not the ones who's promoting this shit. Now they might be saying it behind closed doors, but they don't have the platforms for when they say fuck the streets for it to really matter. The
No, but
people
I'm
who are
speaking
saying
on
it
when you
are.
said the nigga that's not rich, that's coming behind him. That's what I'm speaking on. Like, okay, look, I'm not rich. You not rich. What are the streets doing to help us? You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm not getting it when a nigga is saying like, oh, when the streets was beneficial. When was this shit beneficial?
I
You
mean,
feel what I'm saying?
I
Like
look at
like
it.
when was that part?
All right, so look at it like this. That's why I'm saying I think it's the perspectives could be different on different levels. I understand what you're saying as far as us, right? But I'm saying if you got a young Jeezy, right, the very music that catapulted him into stardom was him rapping about bricks and whips and shit out the ghetto of a hustling nigga in the streets, right?
Mm.
He got to a point to where he not rapping about that no more. He made the money off of rapping all that about that and was able to elevate. That was a process. He had to be at that point to get to the next point to where he didn't need the streets no more. Jeezy he can drop an album right now that's not really about the streets, and it's just about him being a nigga who having money and his rich nigga problems, and that shit it'll go now because he already passed that part of his career where he did it and got in through the streets. The nigga who somebody said this before pertaining to another conversation a while back. Ain't nobody in the ghetto relating to Jay-Z rapping about Maybachs and having all this money because that's not they not near that story. So
Mm-hmm.
they relate more to the street shit. So what I'm saying is the nigga who is coming behind these rappers that they saying fuck this street shit after they attain success. It's a nigga in the projects right now somewhere in Brooklyn, nigga, that's writing lyrics down that's trying to get there, and he gotta rap this street shit because it don't make sense for him to rap anything else because he don't come from nothing else. So that's his door to get in until he reached that point they made to where he don't need it no more. So
Mm-hmm.
to close that door by saying fuck the streets, it's like I get it. The mentality changed. Of course, as you obtain wealth, your mentality is supposed to change. But to shit on that and close that door, nigga, ain't no nigga coming out the projects, nigga, with a Maybach already to rap about success. What the fuck else is he gonna rap about but the streets? His experiences, where he come from. So to say fuck the streets, I'm not seeing it as like saying fuck some tough shit. I'm talking about the overall element of the streets. We can't rule that out. It's what it is, and most of these niggas got here by rapping about that shit.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, shit. What's the alternative to keep promoting it? You feel me? Because I know me personally, man. As I get older, and especially the rappers that I even like the most, when you talk about the Mozzie's and the Tupacs, even the Nipsey's, though, the rappers that I like the most, it was never about glorifying the street shit. It was just really about telling a story. You feel me? It was about telling a story and making it about this street shit, nigga. What's the old saying, nigga? The most gangster thing you can do is get about the hood. You feel me, nigga? That's always, you know what I mean. Gangsters don't die. Gangsters don't die. They get chubby and they move to Miami. You know what I'm saying? So it's always been, nigga. That's always been the core of this shit is to get up out of this shit. Now, when you talking about these niggas that's promoting and saying fuck the street shit. Look at the element they're coming from. It's coming from, okay, you got okay, for example, that nigga Lil Durk is a millionaire. And you got niggas telling him, nigga, why you not sliding for Vaughn? Slide for Vaughn. You're telling a millionaire that he has to abide by the street rules. And so niggas is feeling like they obligated to do, nigga, you's a millionaire. You feel what I'm saying? You's a millionaire, nigga. Fuck the streets. Fuck what these streets talking about. Now, like I say, niggas, I'm saying it again, I feel like niggas is romanticizing it now because now the streets is becoming something like of all of this. But no, before this conversation, when we talk about the street shit, keep it street, keep it in the hood. Why you calling the police? Keep it street, keep it street. Nigga, that's what this shit was. Nigga, that's what, when you was a street nigga, that wasn't nothing positive. Being called a street nigga wasn't being called an employee. That wasn't being called an owner. That wasn't being called a father. Being a street nigga was being called a nigga that's out here committing crimes. And now, and like I say, and now that that's being put on blast, now it's everything else that come with the shit. Nah, my nigga, that's not what we talking about. You feel what I'm saying? We talking about what we've always been talking about. You know what I'm saying? And so the alternative, like I say, you saying the nigga that got to rap, because this shit ain't never going away. It's always gonna be people that's living this lifestyle. Always.
Right.
But I think the fuck the streets movement should be pushed by these niggas that's famous. Stop making these kids believe that you still out here tough. Stop. Why do they believe 21 Savage? 21 Savage probably worth $20 million. Why do this kid believe that 21 Savage still with this street shit? Why do they believe that these rich motherfuckers is still with that street shit? They're not. And they haven't been with this street shit for years. These are the niggas that should be promoting this shit. When these niggas that's rich and famous still promoting this lie that they doing this shit, still promoting this propaganda that they out here shooting and killing and selling dope, and got the kids thinking that it's cool. Got the kids thinking, oh, I can shoot, I can be a killer, and I can sell dope, and I can do all this shit, and I can be like 21 Savage, nigga. 21 Savage still got bricks out there. 21 Savage still, ooh, like, you got these kids actually believing this shit. These are the niggas that should be pushing this message. Like, nah, my nigga, that's not what it is, nigga. I pay taxes. I'm dropping my kids off at private schools, nigga. That's not what it is. So, because it's like, so, like, you want these niggas to lie and act like this is what they still doing? You
I
feel
mean,
what
I
I'm
don't look.
saying?
I don't. These niggas that saying that shit like 21 Savage for one. I don't. I don't even listen to these niggas' music. So I'm just. I'm assuming that at the financial status that they've reached, they're saying these the niggas that saying fuck the streets. So I'm assuming that they doing what Jay started doing, and they rapping about Maybachs and flying bitches out and shit, right?
No, these niggas still, that's 21 Savage still rap about what he rap about. You feel what I'm saying?
So
He's
he still
still,
he rapping street shit, but he's saying fuck the streets.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Bro,
really like
TG, man, come on, TG. You a grown man, bro. You a grown man, bro. This is all entertainment. This is all entertainment, nigga. When you turn on your phone, when you look at this shit, has been an act. Nigga, Tupac is one of the best, is well known as one of the best rappers ever. Lil Wayne, one of the best rappers ever, if not the best rapper ever. And we know for a fact that these niggas ain't the niggas that they proclaim to be.
that
You feel
that
what I'm
that's
saying?
that's not what I'm talking about though. What I'm talking about is so if these is the niggas that saying fuck the streets, but they still rapping the streets, who are like we that them the niggas we should really be mad at because the kids might not be getting that message of fuck the streets. If they listening to the music, they going with the music. So if the niggas are saying fuck the streets is and they still making the music, like I don't know how to call no shit like that. Like that's like
Me, Me
that like
talking about what's going on, me talking about what's going on, and me telling you what I used to do, me telling you about a lifestyle that I used to live, and what I will do to you, what I will do to you if you take me there, nigga. This is, bro. This is what I'm saying, and this is where the the lines get blurred. You feel me? So we want to promote that the niggas that's really rapping about this shit to be really living this shit. To really to really be living this shit instead of the motherfuckers that done got famous about doing, because if Snoop Dogg drop a verse right now, Snoop Dogg, he might talk about shooting a nigga. Like, this is just what this
but
shit is.
but that's what I'm saying. That's where the confusion come in.
That's
Me,
not where the
you, and Trey.
confusion come in at. That's not. It's like we're making
Look,
it. This shit has
me, you, and
always been
Trey.
entertaining.
Me, you, and Trey hanging out. I say, oh, nigga, let's go bust on them niggas. And y'all be like, all right, let's go. And I'm like, oh, nah, nigga, I'm just playing, nigga. I don't promote violence, nigga. You know what I mean, nigga. And y'all, but I've already said those words that is probably a trigger for most niggas that come from where we come from at times. Like, nigga, why you playing?
I
That's what
mean,
I'm
you
saying as
mentally
far as
ill
that.
because that mean the nigga's crazy. That okay? That's like if I'm kicking it with Eric and Eric said that. That'd be the same way I feel. Just because a nigga say that shit, it depends on who it's coming from. I could be in
But
a
why
set with
promote
homies,
it?
and if a homie that I know that's not his get down, he say that shit, I'm like, man, this nigga on some bullshit. You feel me? If every time you hear, if
But
every
why
time you
promote
hear
it
that
though?
shit, you triggered, nigga, you crazy. You feel
Yeah,
me? I'm
that's
like,
most niggas. That's most niggas where we come from. They
nah,
crazy.
that's not.
But
Well, not me.
but
You feel what I'm saying? I
but
don't. Not.
but
I don't. A nigga just can't be like, oh, nigga, let's go bust on them niggas, and just because those words come out of nigga mouth, I'm just ready to go, no matter who. I've never been
no
like that.
no
At my
no.
worst,
I'm not saying you have to be ready to go. But you know, like I know when somebody in that element. when somebody says something, you can't renege and say, "Oh, I'm just playing, nigga. Don't listen to me." You can't say that. You can't go back on that. Like you said it, and even if a nigga's not gonna go with you, you might be in a hot seat for the night. Just for like, nigga, why would you say that if that's not what you doing?
Like I say, I feel you in certain situations, and I guess with certain niggas, but nah, like I say, with me, I've never, you know what I mean? You can't just be, you gotta be one of my niggas, because niggas talk crazy all day. Niggas talk about what they'll do all day. All them niggas around the corner, nigga, I do this, nigga, we can go right now, nigga, whoopty whoop whoop. Niggas talk crazy all day. And niggas don't move 25% of how they mouth move. So that's not really, a motherfucker going off at his mouth really don't do nothing for me unless I know that's what you do. Unless I know that's what you do, you talking that shit really don't move me like that. But like I say, to each his own. You know what I mean? Like, to each his own. But I know me personally, yeah, nah, just cause a nigga run his mouth, that ain't never, put me in that situation. But like I
Yeah,
say,
it wouldn't put me in that situation either. But I am a nigga that's known for like, nigga, if you bring some shit up, that don't mean I'm gonna go do it with you. But if you don't move your feet and go do something, we might fuck you up though. We might fuck you up for playing. Don't say this. Don't say this if this ain't what it is. You know what I mean? We don't want to hear, nah, brother. I was just playing with y'all saving children. We gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. Like I say, now, like I said, I feel the example. I feel the example that you trying to say, but I feel like it's just so broad, man. And I said this about rap a while ago because somebody was saying that they happy that rap wasn't charting because rap don't challenge our minds. It don't uplift the community no more. It don't do this. It don't do that. And I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. I'm like, don't no other genre of music be responsible for uplifting the community. I've never heard nobody say, oh, rock and roll don't lift up the community no more. I ain't never heard no shit like that. You feel me? But it's like niggas put so much responsibility on hip hop that is so much that you gotta do just to make music. You can't. So if you, with that standpoint, John Singleton should have never made Boys in the Hood. You feel me? Because he's a college student going to USC. He telling a story that he's never. Is he fooling the community? You feel me? Is he? That's what I'm saying. Is like,
No, I think it bothers who it bothers. I don't think it's that because even with this fuck the street shit, I don't think it's like it's giving a mass effect to people or something. I don't think people really give a fuck. It's another trend that's on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. I give it 2 weeks and nobody will be talking about it no more. So I really don't think it's a big deal. But I do think it's a contradiction to rap something but then say don't do it. I think it's a contradiction. To me, it's the same thing. Words are powerful. Words are very powerful. So if I say something and then I turn around in the same sense and tell you don't do it, I'm promoting it, but then I'm telling you don't do it. Now, the average human being has undiagnosed psychological issues, right? So most people are going to go for the bullshit and be confused about it. I'm just saying it's not a big enough topic to affect the masses, but I do believe it's kind of like hypocritical to rap something and then turn around and say don't do it though. I think it's hypocritical.
I feel like it's definitely big. It's big in the circles that it needs to be in because these conversations need to be had. And I feel like this is a conversation that has been being had for the longest. And that's why it's like kind of shocking all the people that's so called against this shit because when you have conversation amongst niggas that's our age, you hear that all the time. You hear fuck the streets, man. Fuck what niggas got going on. I don't give a fuck how niggas feel about me, nigga. I'm going to work. I'm taking care of my kids. I ain't never got to see these niggas ever again. Niggas moving away. Niggas moving to, different states and all type of shit like that. It's been fuck the streets. Like it's been
Yeah,
fuck the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been fuck this way of thinking. It's been, oh nigga, I gotta do this because I gotta be here. I gotta be at this meeting. I gotta go kick it with these niggas. I gotta hang out. I gotta, man, fuck what these niggas talking about. Nigga, I'm taking care of my kids. I'm taking care of my family. Nigga, I'm going to work. It's been that. That's why, to me, it's like, okay, like these is the conversations that niggas be having when you sitting in prison and you having conversations with niggas and this is what they telling you. They telling you these old niggas these lifers is telling you fuck the streets, nigga, get out there, take care of your family, nigga, fuck the streets. Like these is shit, this shit that's been said. And to compound on that, the whole mindset of you don't ever grow out of that shit. You don't ever grow out of the street mindset. You don't ever, like, nigga, I'm gonna always be me. Nigga, when you talk to me, I'm gonna always talk how I talk. I'm gonna always be who I am. So am I leading people the wrong direction by being myself? By saying word that by using where I, bro, this is how I communicate. And I was talking to the nigga, Trey was telling me about the nigga from 4-Way. He was like, he worked with the juveniles. And he was like, nigga, if I didn't talk how I talk, and if I didn't come from where I'm from, I couldn't even tell these kids fuck the streets. You feel me? I couldn't even tell them fuck the streets if I wasn't from the streets. If I wasn't coming in here and they know that this is where I'm from and shit like that. Like I say, to me, it's always, especially with this rap shit, with this entertainment shit, podcast shit, all that. It seems like no matter how much money you get, no matter how much status you get, no matter none of that, you always gotta abide to the street rules. Always. Fuck your kids, fuck your career, fuck your life, fuck everything. You gotta abide to the street rules, no
I don't
matter
think that's
what.
true though.
And huh?
I don't. I don't think that's true.
No,
I
no, no, no,
think
no. But
it's
hold on, look, hold on. Let me say this real fast. I don't. You don't think that's true because you of age. I'm talking about these young niggas that's obtaining success, that's obtaining popularity, whatever, and they still feel like they gotta uphold to these street rules. These niggas just made $2 million this year, but they feel like they gotta keep it street and they willing to ruin it all, man. Come on, man. How many of these rappers from Chicago, from down south, losing their life, ruining it all because they feel like they gotta keep it street no matter what? Bro, this message needs to be said. Bro, you at a different level. Fuck this shit,
do,
bro. Fuck that
but do
bullshit.
you? I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer in it's always a message, right? And they teach this, and in the place, it's always a message. But sometimes it does matter who's delivering the message because sometimes our people like to be led by example. So all I'm saying is, if you got a 21 Savage or whoever else is promoting this, and you're still rapping street shit, I don't feel like you should be the spokesperson. You dropping an album with street shit talking about busting on niggas and nigga, you crashing out and all this shit, but then you saying, I feel like there's just always other figures that should play that position of saying that. Myself, like, right, say now for sure we not the status of them niggas, but I can't I ain't never been in my section promoting peace, but at the same time, when the sun go down, I'm making somebody get in the car and go. That make me feel crazy. Why would I do that, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what all I'm saying is everybody got a position to play, and I think that message is just coming from the wrong person, people. And like I said, I don't listen to their music. I'm just going off of what you say. If they are the people who rapping that, in a sense, they are the spokesperson for promoting violence, and then you turn around and say fuck the streets. That's confusing. There's plenty of other people. We don't always have to go to the rappers. There's plenty of other people who can deliver that message and then actually be living by the words that they speaking and not promoting something different on the back end. If that makes sense. If
nah,
I like how you say I'm of age, correct. So a nigga don't see me around convincing no nigga to get put on. I
yeah.
ain't around talking no high power shit. No, I'm trying to tell niggas not to get put on. Don't do it. It's no good, and you ain't gonna see me doing nothing or saying nothing to promote this shit. All I'm saying is these niggas is in a sense promoting it by making the music about it and then turn around saying fuck the streets. That makes no sense to me. A nigga can't. That's like nigga. That's not you telling me, nigga. You got the crack pipe in your mouth, smoking crack and saying, man, don't smoke this crack. But I'm high as a motherfucker. I'm like, nigga, I gotta get away from
But you who I listen to though. But look, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, look, say you do Scared Straight, right? You do Scared Straight. Who is the motherfuckers telling the kids not to gang bang and not to do crimes and shit like that? The criminals, nigga, in jail for the crimes. You
you.
feel what I'm saying? Like
Scared
when
straight ain't
you,
been real since the 80s, nigga.
but I'm saying like when you go to these AA meetings, my nigga, who in there talking dope fiend? I mean, alcoholics, fucking dope
Right, right,
fiends,
right.
bro. Listen, the message gotta come from the niggas, and that message is actually more powerful if you're actually out there. If you're actually out there in the field, the message is more powerful, bro. If I'm coming in, nigga, in a house, nigga, late nights, nigga, hey, my nigga, you don't never want to do this shit, nigga. The homie just died. Look, and this is what I be saying, man. When you
I
when
think
you
that's
listen,
different though, man. So
no,
no,
this
you
is what I'm.
telling
No,
me
you know, I'm going by what you said. When you just said you can't be actively doing it or actively promoting it and saying something different. I feel like that is it comes. It's more authentic like that. If I'm actually living this life and I'm in this life. I'm going through it actively because these are the decisions that I decided to make, and I feel like I'm stuck in it from the time being for the time being. And I'm telling you, my nigga, this is not the life for you, my nigga. You don't want to do this. Nigga, you don't want to do this shit, bro. You feel me? Is it gonna mean more coming from a nigga that's doing it right now or coming from a nigga that did it 30 years ago that don't even know the landscape of right now? You feel what I'm saying? And
no,
so
I think that was a bad example, but what I'm saying is if if you're rapping, all I'm saying is if you rapping about the streets, but you the same nigga saying fuck the streets, you don't think that's a little
no,
confusing?
I
You
do
don't think we
not. No,
got
I
other
do
people
not. No, I
you
don't.
don't think we have other people in our communities that should represent that stance if they still financially gaining from rapping shoot 'em up, kill shit, but then saying fuck the streets. Don't you? You don't think it's other people in the community that that have platforms and voices that should be the voices of fuck the streets before a nigga who's still making a financial gain off of rapping about the very thing they saying fuck. I mean, because it's not like they're the only go to. They're not the only go to. Why are they? Why should they niggas who's making financial gain from rapping street shit, talking about shooting motherfuckers? Why should they be the spokesperson for fuck the streets? I don't think so. I think that's crazy, and
I
and
don't
and
think
I
that's
think we have
crazy at
other
all. I
options
think
in our
like
communities.
you looking at it from a surface level, bro. You looking at it like an old head, honestly. You not looking at it as a nigga that actually listen to the music. You know who would be the perfect example of this movement to me? Mozzie. Mozzie would be the perfect example to this movement, nigga. Fuck the streets, nigga. And for him to continue to rap it, because when you listen to Mozzie, it's not about promoting this lifestyle. It's the harsh realities of this lifestyle. You feel me? It's like, nigga, this is what it is. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm saying, nigga, this is what this shit is. You feel me? And if you ask me, should you do this shit? No, you shouldn't do this shit. No. But how this shit go down? Yes, nigga, this is how this shit goes down. That's who I want to listen to. That's who I want to listen to. I don't want to listen to the pastor. I don't want to listen to the politician. I don't want to listen to none of them niggas. I don't want to listen to no nigga driving to the hills, been driving to the hills, ain't never been a part of this lifestyle, really ain't got no connections to this lifestyle. This nigga 21 Savage might got killers in the studio with him. 21 Savage might got killers that he's actually taking out the street, that he's actually giving positions to. He's out here actually changing lives. These are the niggas that I want to listen to. You feel me? And like I say, it's not about, nigga, go kill him, go shoot him, go this, go that. Nigga, it's the harsh reality of a lifestyle that a nigga come from. You feel me? So me talking about where I come from is glorifying it. I'm not telling you to go do it. I'm not telling you it's the dopest shit in the world. I'm telling you I got dead homies. I'm telling you that I done been to prison. I'm telling you about the losses I done took from this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I say, nigga, you gotta really you can't look at it in a way of how an old nigga used to look at, oh, you listening to that hippity hip hop shit. You can't look at it like that. You gotta look at it for what this music really is, bro. And when you talk about profiting off of this shit, bro, nigga, everybody profit off this lifestyle. Nigga, whether you talking about the judges, the police, the prison system, the politicians, the news. And so everybody else can talk about this shit and profit off of this shit. But if I tell my story, I don't deserve to be listened to no more. But the news can do this shit, but these politicians can do this shit, but this white man can stand on stage and talk about this shit and get your vote. But if I talk about this shit, it becomes invalid. Come on, bro.
I mean, no, that's a whole other conversation, and I
No,
agree
that's
with
not.
that.
That's
But
this
if
conversation.
we talking about, I'm talking about the influence that it creates. Let me ask you this: you spoke of Mozzie, right?
Yeah.
How many niggas in your experience watching young niggas come up under you, right? In your experience, how many niggas you know listened to Mozzie and wanted to do what Mozzie was doing? From how many niggas you know that said shit, that shit sound crazy. I don't want to live like that. What influence was more impactful? Niggas wanting to be like the live the Mozzie rap shit, or niggas saying that Mozzie album made them not want to live the street life?
Like I say, it depends on who you are before you listen to the song, nigga. Back in the day, they was smoking niggas the oldies, and they say it was worse
I'm
back
not
then.
talking about that. I'm talking about if you had to pull your own statistics on what you've seen more of since you've been out here and you've been listening to Mozzie. Have you seen more niggas from your own experience trying to ride to Mozzie, live that gangster shit he talking that influences us, or did you actually see niggas with your own eyes like nigga? Mozzie, nigga, that shit he talking about, I don't never want to be like that. That shit crazy. Which one did you see more of? Because I'm talking about influence. Because I know the answer.
I mean, I really can't. I really can't tell you, bro, because
I've never
Mozzie,
seen a nigga say he don't want to live like that listening to Mozzie.
it's not about no nigga. Nigga, come on, man. That nigga say when I was down, bitches acting like they couldn't write. I'm straight though. It's all a part of the crooked life, nigga. My nigga, like I say, it depends on who you are. You feel me? It depends on who you are and how you receive the message. We can hear the same thing and receive it two different ways. You feel me? I done been through situations that when he talking about this shit, it hit different because I done seen it face to face. I done been behind them walls. I done seen niggas. I done been to funerals. So this shit, when I hear this shit, it don't, it get me, no, true enough, it'll get a nigga hype, but it don't make a nigga want to do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? It don't make it, but look though,
But
okay, but look though, you can say
yeah,
that though. But what about these school shooters though? Who they listening to? Who they listening to? You feel what I'm
hey,
saying? Like it's like
hey,
who they listening to? I really don't get it. I really don't get it how me me telling my story, bro. Me telling my story, my nigga. And then if you ask me about this shit, like nigga, I this and that, like this, ooh, like nigga come from this and that, bro. And I tell you, like, nigga, that's not what it's about, bro. You feel me? But what about Denzel Washington playing? Is Denzel Washington really a crooked cop? You feel me? Shit, do that limit him? Do that limit him talking about certain things because of roles he done played? Do that limit his
No,
message to the
it
black
don't. But
man?
he, but he, but he also not out here saying fuck that path that made his career though. He's also not promoting that.
But
His body of work.
he don't he's not against violence. He's not against because I've heard him talk
I'm not.
on black crime
No,
all the time.
I'm not saying that. Even when he did American Gangster, right? He made it clear that he does not support anything that transpired with Frank Lucas in the drug trade
Mm.
in New York and in New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
But he didn't go on because let's say he went on a smear like I would call this a smear campaign. Let's say he went on a smear campaign of not doing drugs at the same time while he was dropping this movie. The people who
Mm.
invested probably wouldn't even drop the movie because they'd be like, "Wait, hold on, nigga, you got to be Frank Lucas right now. This is who the people want to see, nigga. You talking out here anti-drug? This ain't the right time, nigga. We dropping. This ain't the right time, nigga." We're dropping a movie about you selling dope. Smack. Straight to the oar. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the right time for you to be on your anti drug run. All I'm saying is I think that when you have the two, I'm not saying it's wrong to promote for people to stay out of trouble. I promote that for niggas to stay out of trouble. I tell little niggas all the time, right now it ain't worth it. Yeah, but I ain't got an album coming out either talking about smoking naps and shit. So I mean, I feel like I am the perfect voice to tell them that because I'm living what I'm telling you to do, I'm actually living it right now. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
going
yeah.
to tell
I
some
guess,
a different story.
I guess like it originates from, you gotta look at it like this, man. Look at it like this. Let's say Trey was in jail. Let's say Trey was on a 50-50 yard. Let's say Trey was on a 50-50 yard or whatever. And me, nigga, I'm a fucking bus driver. I'm a bus driver, nigga, doing my bus driving shit. And Trey come home. And I'm talking about some, nah, I can't fuck with Trey, man. That nigga was on a 50-50 yard, man. I can't fuck with that nigga. Nigga, that ain't how we get down in the streets, man. Nigga, that ain't how we get down. Nigga gotta stick to the code, nigga. Nigga gotta stick to the street code. Man, nigga who everybody around me gonna say, nigga, fuck the street. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? So this is how so the shit originates where, I guess Young Thug and Gunna ain't fucking with each other because Gunna told. And 21 Savage, like, nigga, Gunna not no street nigga. We always knew Gunna wasn't no street nigga. You feel me? Like, nigga, y'all friends. Nigga, y'all friends, this, and that. Niggas is millionaires. Niggas is on some street shit. Niggas talking about street shit. Nigga, fuck this street shit, nigga. Niggas is millionaires, my nigga. What is niggas talking about? And so this is where the shit come from. Niggas being rich but still living by the street code, living by the street rules, but you ain't even living the street life. You feel me? Like you got employees, nigga. You got nigga. You're you, nigga. Like how you say you don't listen to 21 Savage. You might not, but 21 Savage is one of them. He's like one of them artists that you know you listen to
Yeah,
on accident. He's a big artist. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
I usually go by the kids. Whatever my son listen to, I know that's what's hot.
yeah,
He
yeah,
asked me
yeah,
to put some
yeah,
21 Savage shit on today. As soon as I start playing that shit in the car, I just looked at that nigga. He like, what? You don't like it? I said, nigga, this shit ass. Nigga, I'm turning this shit off.
yeah. Hey, 21 hard though. And then to think about it too, what's crazy about 21 with this message, man. If you remember when 21 first came out, Young Savage, why you trapping so hard? That nigga was like the boogeyman. That nigga was a cold. And then his story about niggas getting smoked, niggas catching cases and all type of shit like that and all that. And then to see where the nigga, it's like, I ain't gonna say he was, a cold nigga like King Von, but it's like, say if King Von made it to where like he like doing albums with Drake and shit like that, like he's just on nigga like multi like It's like for a nigga, like I think, like I said, I think niggas is, like I said, I just think niggas is romanticizing this shit, bro. But if we have a conversation amongst us, we gonna all say the same thing. We go all say, man, fuck this street shit, man. Like niggas is trying to live, man. Niggas is trying to put themselves in position that niggas don't even want to be around those street niggas no more. Like I don't even want to be connected with no bullshit. You know what I mean? Nigga don't even call me with no street shit. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I think niggas are, that's a nigga goal to get to that point. You feel me? And I feel like, nigga, amongst each other, we have this conversation all the time. That's why I'm so confused why niggas is like, oh, niggas is so heartbroken that a nigga said, fuck the street. Like, nigga, because like I say, nigga, you talk to me, shit, nigga, I'm going to tell you every time, nigga, fuck this shit, nigga. I'm going to tell you every time. So are you ready for that quote? Yeah, man, I'm ready for the quote. My bad, man. I've been chopping it up with my boy, man. I've been chopping it up with my boy, man. Niggas know, man. Like I say, man, I think niggas is just romanticizing that shit, man. Niggas, niggas got their niggas pride is in the way. You feel what I'm saying? But like I say, I have conversations with niggas about this shit all the time, bro. Been having it, man. You go to prison right now, and you talk to a nigga sitting on a prison yard doing life right now. You know what he gonna tell you? Fuck the street. He'll tell you to get out, handle your business, take care of your family, nigga. He gonna tell you, fuck the street. Here's a life lesson, y'all. If you hesitate, your moment's gonna move on. Ooh, I needed to hear that. I needed to hear that. I needed to hear that, man. That was deep right there. I heard you. Now, on the real, though, I just be feeling like, to me, I could be like too overboard. I probably go too like way overboard with it or whatever. But like me, I be trying to detach myself from this shit, my nigga. Like, nigga done been through a lot with this shit, you know what I mean? From, prison to dead homies and, just family members being in prison, you know what I mean, man? From not having a relationship, with family, you know what I'm saying? Due to, so I don't romanticize this shit at all. Like, I don't romanticize this shit at all. So when niggas sitting up here and niggas be like defending it, like, niggas defending like, oh no, the streets is nigga, the streets ain't shit. Nigga, get up out the street, my nigga. Get up out of the street, bro. Like, nigga, that ain't get that shit from up out of there. And the best thing you can do for somebody else is pull them up out the street. That's the best thing you can do for somebody else is pull them up out the street. You feel me, man? Fuck this shit, my nigga. Niggas be million. That's what I'm saying. The message is needed. You feel me? Niggas need to say fuck the street. The message is needed because you got niggas that's these young kids due to this music and whatever. Niggas, these kids be having opportunities of a lifetime. Basketball players, man, athletes, you know what I mean? All type of shit be having opportunities of a lifetime, but they so attached to the street code that they willing to crash out and throw all this shit away because they feel like they gotta abide by some street rules. You feel me? They gotta, come on, bro. Like, I just imagine my son, like, come on, bro. Like, my son telling me, oh, daddy, I gotta go. Daddy, the homie got jumped. I got it, I got it. Man, bro, I don't give a fuck about that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, I don't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, oh, daddy, man, nigga gotta stick to the street code. Bro, nigga, man, my son gonna be in a hospital, bro. Now, on the real, man, like I say, I just feel, man, like, we gotta get up out of that shit, man. I just feel like as a people, bro, we be attached to dumb shit. You feel me? Like, niggas be attached to dumb shit, bro. Like, who